So right now we are at the campus of University of Wuerzburg. So this is the South Campus. On the other side is the North Campus. So on the South Campus is mostly natural sciences here. On the other side, you have the political sciences and philosophy. We'll walk towards that side. So this is the chemistry building. It was built in like a year. So there were two buildings here before, and they were torn down and reconstructed. And on your left is the bio center. This is a very old building. It will probably be torn down at some point, but for now, this serves as the bio center. So here you have zoology, everything biology, biochemistry, and everything in there. And then geography is down here. And then behind geography is the computer science and physics. And that's a physics building. They have some computers or some high data center stuff that they do there. Yeah. Stop. Faculty for living metal. It's all part of the chemistry building, but in that block, that's where they do the school for food stuff. This is the thing, food stuff. Living metal. Yeah.
So, but what's the meaning of the living metal?
So, living metal is
metal. Okay.
Yeah. So, it's living is to live.
Okay.
Metal is stuff. So, food is like food material. So, things that you eat. So, all the drinks, all the baby food, all of the processed food stuff and stuff. So, this is living metal.
Okay.
And in Germany, alcohol, beer is living metal. So, it's essential food. So,
beer is your drink, your water.
Beer is not my water, we have water, but beer is considered living metal. So you can drink beer at any time of the day.
Okay.
It's legal. So when you go to all the faculties, there's beer inside the building.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I can imagine.
Yeah.
A drunk professor, or you guys don't get drunk.
One beer is fine. But
Yeah.
there's a saying that can beer for fear. So no drinking before 4.
Okay.
Because at 4, then officially the official hour is over. So then usually you can do this. But there's food, something that we're going to eat today. Breakfast that has beer in it. So yeah.
So even use beer to prepare breakfast.
You eat beer, you drink beer for breakfast. And then here is the canteen. So this is the old canteen.
Oh, okay.
So you can buy food and stuff in there, and there's also a cafeteria now. So it was closed for renovation.
Okay.
And yeah, the renovation is done, so they have to open up at some point.
So
and then here is the school library.
All right. How long did it take you to learn the German?
So I started learning German. I mean, I've been in German for 10 years. So
Wow. Okay.
I started learning German the first week I came here. So I registered because the university offers free German courses. So
Okay.
I registered for that, and then I went to class. And then by spending time with other natives, I improved it. So I can say I was confident with speaking German a bit more after 3 years.
Okay.
This is constantly speaking. And,
So,
I mean, I still don't have the Hochdeutsch standards like DAF or excellent, but I mean I can live and communicate.
Okay.
And then go about.
But did you need a German dictionary, the human German dictionary, to help you?
No. So I didn't have a human German dictionary. So no, actually I met my wife afterwards. So when I met my wife, I could already speak
German.
We've been together for 4 years.
Okay.
So since actually it's almost 5 years now. So we've been together since late 2019, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's and there's a lot of sculpture and stuff. So
Yeah.
So in Germany, so you see there Mensa.
Okay.
So the canteen, the student canteen is called Mensa. So when you hear Mensa in Germany, this means it's a student canteen where students can buy food.
Okay.
So yeah.
Decoding Mensa, is it to English? What could be the closest?
Mensa. So that would be canteen, like students' canteen. So this is a Mensa is a school canteen.
Okay.
So when you go out of the school or the university, then if your canteen there is no longer a Mensa, it's a completely different thing.
Okay.
So then you have a cafeteria, or you have an actual canteen, or a restaurant, which is different.
Okay.
So in front of us is the university library. This is the Unibibliothek.
Okay.
So this is the big one.
Yeah, at least bibliothek.
So
Bibliography.
Yeah. So
Okay.
all the faculties have a library.
Okay.
So if you go into, there's always a small library in there. So medical, but this is the central library.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is just opposite the Benza.
And the roof looks like this Chinese architectural.
This is a very old building, so
Absolutely. And this building, you could see that the materials are so yeah, they stand the test of
yeah,
time.
exactly. So this is the point. So as you can see from here, you have a very good overview of the city. So I can show you some major landmarks.
Yeah.
The one thing about this town is that it's a Catholic town.
Okay.
So Bayern is a very Catholic region.
Okay.
So we celebrate all the major Catholic
Holidays.
Yes, it's a holiday. It's a free day, so you don't have to work on the day. So
Wow.
last week was it Pentecost. So Monday was a holiday, and next week Thursday is Corpus Christi, and this is also a holiday. So we celebrate every day.
More holiday, and I'm very sure if they get to know I'm called John Palm, so they'll give me a key to.
Yeah. So this is the thing.
Oh, nice. It's interesting how maybe we thought like Ghanaians celebrate so much holiday, but it looks like.
So the thing with holidays in Germany is if it's on a weekend, it's not transferred to a week. So if the holiday is a Saturday is a holiday.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that Monday is automatically a holiday.
Okay.
If it's a Sunday, Monday doesn't become automatic holiday. So the holiday lands where it lands. And then that's it. So if it's a Sunday, it's a Sunday. If it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday.
The school is strategically located campus because now where we are, we can see.
So it's like the town is in a valley, right?
Yeah.
So we have the hill on the side, and then this is another hill. So this is the Hoogland Hill.
Okay.
So down there you can see the castle.
Very far.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It looks very far, but it's also very close.
Okay.
So you can see it. So everywhere you are in Wuerzburg, because it's on a hill, you can see either the end or part of the castle. This is one of the good things about this place. And you have the city center, and as you can see, there are a lot of churches. So you can see all of these church towers in there. And then on the right side, this is a bit on the outskirts, so you have the clinic and everything there. And I used to live behind that hill.
Okay.
So I used to live behind and I come here. So it's like 8 kilometers to get here. So that's it. And then when you go to the right side here, it's like a new residential area. The city is building a lot of commercial and residential buildings.
I'm sure they are trying to also move away from too much of the traditional and old.
The town is actually opening up. So when you make any new construction, you don't do. So it's only that. So that's the old town that we are seeing right now.
Okay.
So when you go there, you have the old buildings and stuff in there. You also have some modern buildings there. But you have the old town. So in every European country, you have like the old town where the original city is, and then the new areas. And the new areas is always modern buildings and stuff. So when you go here, it's like super modern. And everything.
I was in Gothenburg or Gothenburg in Sweden, and I don't think I've seen like new or modern building, even to the extent that like they try to preserve their heritage, their old building. That the hotel like Nas Fabrica that we lodged in, that hotel should be about 200 years. It was a cotton factory that they were converting cotton into this yarn and all those things here, and you could still see all those things over there, and it was converted to a hotel. But you see the building very old, but they just modifies the interior and everything to meet the modern standard. But you see the building and you could see the concrete, like this concrete we see, very thick.
Like it's super old.
Very thick concrete.
So this is very typical in Germany because there were so many monasteries, especially Bayern. So and then these monasteries are not running anymore. They've converted most of these monasteries to hotels. So you go, it's like monastery, every small room. So then most hotels are called cloister hotels. So it's like a monastery has been converted to a hotel.
Okay. And how is your transport system here in Germany? Because for US, you are compelled to at least get a car if you want to. Though we have the buses running, but maybe the interconnectivity is.
So here you can basically live without a car.
Okay.
So there are trams. Depending on where you are, there are trams because Wuerzburg is not a very big city. It's I call it a big small town. So it's broad, but it's still small. You can easily go to many places. And as you can see, it's mostly Europe. There's a lot of encouragement of biking. And even though Wuerzburg is very hilly, you go to a town, you see people use bikes. So mode of transportation is bike. The public transport is okay. I mean, it comes late, but it's very frequent. So at the peak times, rush hour, there are more buses because to campus, for example, there are 3 lines that come to 4 lines when you consider that come to campus. So there's the line 10, there's the line 14, 214, and then 114. So this is 4 different lines that come, and on top of this, you can also get line 29 and 28 that come close or almost to campus. So 29, for example, comes to campus, so you can also come early. So it's very frequent. And during the week when there's a lot more activity, so every 10 to 15 minutes there's a bus. And then on the weekend it's a bit slower, so then there are fewer lines. On Sunday it's really bad because most things are closed, so the Sunday
I was surprised by 8 p.m. yesterday. Everything was every store was closed.
Yes. So in Germany and most of Europe, there's a thing about workers. They put the focus on the worker and the worker welfare. So they assume that everybody has a family, and by 8 you should close and be with your family.
That's interesting.
At 8 p.m. everything is closed, so that you can spend time with your family. And so that's the thing. So work starts at 6 or 8 or 9, depending on where you work. So for example, the shops opens at 6. They run a shift. So somebody runs a shift from 6 till afternoon, and another shift from afternoon till 8 p.m. Then this gives you, the worker, a lot of time to spend with your family. And yeah, I mean, profit's important, but also the welfare of the worker is also put ahead of everything. So like, I mean,
you know, the Scandinavians and maybe most of these European countries always place some emphasis on family system, family welfare system, giving at least 1 year of maternity leave with 80% pay.
Up to 3 years of maternity leave.
3 years. So in the US, I'm sure after 3 weeks or 4 weeks, you are
and
expected.
You can take this until the kid is 18.
You can take.
So you can spread it out and say, okay, so first year you are on, you take the second year again, when the kid is 6 or something, and then you take again. So it's not like you have to take all at once. You can spread it. So for example, as a father, you have up to 6 months paternity leave if you want.
Yeah.
I took 2 months, which I separate, so they are one. So when the child was born, and then when the child was 1, so you can spread it like this. So the limit is not. You don't have to take in the first year of the child's life. No, you can. It's spread till 16 or 18 years. So it's not. You can spread it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I know some of the Americans, Senor will be saying that the European life is the life to live. Yeah. Do you guys also play emphasis on like eco cars?
Yes.
Or, you know, America, if you have an eco car, if you are filing for your tax, you have some little benefit. In Sweden, for instance, if you don't have an eco car, you cannot drive to the city center. You can only park.
So the green zones.
Yeah, you can only park somewhere, and then you have to either use the tram or the bus, or even walk, or use any of the bikes. Even the bikes are all metric bike. So do you also place the emphasis?
There's a lot of emphasis on green. So
I can see even at your home, like you have, how many plants do you have at home?
You have over 100 plants inside the house, and then some plants outside.
Over 100 plants inside
just the house. And then,
yeah.
I mean, so when it comes to going green, environmental consciousness, this is the thing. So
yeah, you can see every place is green.
Yeah, it's also green because it's spring.
Anyway, but still the trees are there, the plants are.
So it's cooler actually most of the time. I mean, when the sun comes out. And the thing with Germany is you don't really use air conditioning.
Yeah.
Because you have
No, I'm sure.
8 to 9 months.
I'm sure in Europe, not Germany, maybe except for the heater.
If you go to Italy and the stuff there, because it's warmer most of the year. But in Germany, it doesn't really. Or if you go Central Europe up, most people don't have air conditioning.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense because most of the year it's just cold.
Yeah.
And so the air conditioning is not. Really,
and I'm sure because I went to Turkey and the weather was like I was in Africa. Exactly. And I'm pretty sure Spain, Italy may also because
hot,
they are closer to the equator and so
Yeah, so but in Germany this is really and so adoption of electric cars. I mean, there are a lot of car-free zones as well.
Oh, okay.
So there are places where only delivery vans and stuff can go. So you can't really drive to the through there. And so there are trams. Now they're also encouraging the park and ride. So they are building car parks closer to bus stops or tram stops so that you drive to a certain point and then you just park your car and then you drive and then take the tram or the public transport too. I mean, the public transport it's good. It's amazing. I like it. So, and then, but for me personally, I bike a lot. I mean, since I also work close to work and I live close to work, I just walk to work most of the time. It's like 12 minutes walk and then I'm already at work. So this is fine. Or I just bike, which is like 7 minutes. And you can bike anywhere, everywhere. There are bike lanes, dedicated bike lanes. They're actually modifying the roads to increase the bike lanes.
All right.
So in most places, it's just one lane for the car. And then they have multiple lanes for bicycles so that people, and then there's always a pedestrian walkway.
Okay.
Make life easier. So that's the thing.
What's your research interest? Maybe my viewers may like to know your research.
I'm a microbiologist, so I mostly work on infection and immunity. So basically trying to assess how certain pathogens, especially I work on bacteria, modify their hosts. So when there's an infection, what happens to the cells, what's the response, and then we try to develop ways to intervene and kind of curb the infection. So this is my focus, my research focus at the university.
Nice. Okay. All right. Thank you, Dr. David Kessie. I know you wouldn't like the doctor, but it's not easy to have your PhD in microbiology. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I have to use the title anyway. I'm just used to getting official letters.
I know. Yeah, the Europeans wouldn't want a title attached to their names. Yeah, they want to go.
It opens doors.
Yeah,
it gives you certain opportunities.
Yeah,
there's no need to use it for anything.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. All right.